India, the rise and fall of the Maharaja. Hello and welcome to Inventiva. This is Palak Yadav presenting to you today's big news. As the auction of Air India's property starts from July 8th, the passengers who once enjoyed the full glory of the national air carrier laments the loss. The government's attempt to divest 76% of the Air India share in October 2018 was a complete failure. This year, the Modi government is confident in completing the divestment procedure. But whatever the result of the divestment procedure is, the Maharaja has some unique things in its 75 years of existence. The national airline has a remarkable collection of arts, has invested in Air Mauritius and is an owner of Centaur Hotels. Starting from the beginning, JRD Tata owns the credit for setting up the original Air India. He inaugurated Air India International at the time when familiar international airlines like Imperial Airways, KLM and Air France were ruling the aviation industry in India, United Kingdom route. In 1948, flying in Air India International's colours, a pristine Lockheed Constellation L749 completed its Mumbai-Geneva-London flight. Lockheed Constellation is a 4-engine propeller-driven aircraft that was built by Lockheed Corporation in the mid-1940s. This flight was the starting of Air India's many more international flight routes and new aircraft that the national air carrier introduced in its fleet through several years. It wore the crown of becoming the first aviation company in Asia to procure and fly the Boeing 707. The Air Corporation Act was abrogated by the government in 1953, hence making the way for the establishment of Indian Airlines Corporation and Air India. Within 9 years of its formation, the Indian Airlines Corporation introduced additional flights on all major flight routes to offer more seats. This included 2 flights with a Vickers Viscount aircraft that linked Madras and Calcutta and Delhi and Madras. The Indian Airline Corporation was operating more than 100 flights per day by 1966. The flight path extended over 36,000 kilometers and the airline showed off its success in carrying 1 million passengers yearly. This success made Air India one of the largest domestic airlines in the globe. In comparison to Indian Airlines, which flew mainly on domestic lines, Air India took flight extensively on international routes. In 2007, the 2 branches were merged and the freshly created airline's name was continued as Air India. Indian Airlines witnessed a growth and developed strength by connecting several parts of the country. The aviation industry witnessed a time when Indian Airlines came up with a commercial that claimed in every 3 minutes Air India's aircraft was either taking off or landing in 70 airports. During its peak of success, Indian Airlines launched an idea of a metro shuttle in 1999. The metro shuttle was an hourly departure between Delhi and Mumbai. The concept was launched when most of the people were of the thought that there was no market for such a huge number of flights. After 8 years, Indian Airlines became nothing but a sweet memory in the minds of the passengers. For Air India, the case was different. Despite its colossal losses, the Maharaja continued to spread its wings and fly across continents and continued connecting places throughout the world. Even today, the strength of Maharaja is reflected by the slots it has at popular international airports like London and New York. During the global pandemic, the Maharaja successfully caught the attention of the public once again. In late January and early February, the Maharaja flew to Wuhan in China to rescue and bring back its countrymen from neighboring nations from the center of the pandemic. The Maharaja has been actively involved in the government's Vande Bharat mission and has flown to more than 54 nations, which included its first time flying to New Zealand.